Hi and welcome to the Cult TV Sofa. This is a reaction video for the 7th episode of Street Talk, Season 1, called Chinatown Memories. In the last episode we saw a businessman being extorted to stop his buildings being attacked by an ultralight firebomber. It all ended in a pursuit where the ultralight was just shot out of the sky by one particle beam from the bike. Little bit anticlimactic. Let's see what happens in this episode. I'm going to put any relevant trivia that I find over here, and I'm going to start it in 3, 2, 1. Ivory. It's so crowded there. There's no way they'll be able to find him.
Joe, come. They're Tong hoodlums.
You're right. I have to disappear for a little while. Tell Lily I'll contact her when it's
So,
safe.
to the best of my memory, the Tong are a kind of like a Chinese mafia.
Jesse,
Lily.
I'm sorry. I probably should have called first.
So that's
No,
girl related
that's
to
all
that
right.
Joe guy we saw a minute ago.
You left me because I became a cop. Now you're back asking for my help for the
Because
same
he's a
reason.
cop.
I couldn't stand the thought of you putting your life in danger every day. That's why I left you.
That must be really hard for partners of police officers, because there's a real risk that they might not come home that day. I've often wondered about that.
Who do you want? A cop? A friend? Or an ex-boyfriend?
I need all three, Jesse.
Wait,
It's as I
the
told you,
ex-boyfriend part?
this friend of mine is in some kind of trouble.
Cop and friend I can understand. Not sure about the ex-boyfriend. How's that come into
You
it?
sure the Tong's involved?
If I thought it was anybody else, I'd have gone to the police.
Finding it and sharing the statue's power equally is the only way to keep peace among our family. For centuries, the emperor has represented absolute power to he who possessed it.
So it was a symbol.
How'd it go? The superstitious old men. I went to too much trouble smuggling the statue until a Joe Ching take it away from me now.
I think this
So
is
he's the
yours.
one trying to undermine
Records
things.
delivered it.
Great, perfect. It's a beautiful day.
Why is he
How you doing?
happy?
Are you working? Huh? Good, terrific. Hey, have fun, kids.
Alien abduction? Body swap?
That amazing? Is he went to see a psychic. She told him that by the next full moon, Street Hawk was going to be history.
Wonder what would happen if they found out it was him. Would they immediately chuck him in jail, or do you reckon they'd cover? Don't know. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Interested to know what you think about that one.
What can you tell me about Joe Chin? Is he involved with the Tong?
No, not the way you mean. I suppose that's why they fell in love. Now her fiancé is in trouble, and she didn't know where else to turn.
She said he was a friend.
That is a bit unfair, not telling him that's a boyfriend.
Jesse, does this mean you won't help?
Nah, of course he will.
Why don't you make me a cup of coffee? We'll talk about it.
He's that kind of person that he would, but that's still unfair of her not to tell him. That's using him and taking advantage.
How could you go to him?
I didn't know where you were. I was worried about you.
I have the Ivory Emperor. Huan Chen had it stolen. I stole it back. Lily, that statue could upset the balance of all the Tong families.
And get you
It would
killed.
mean war between them. Hundreds of lives, and not just Tong members, innocent people too.
Again, because it's tradition, it means it's, let's say, a symbol of
They know you
power,
have it.
so it would cause disruption.
They'll kill you to get it back.
We just have to find a way out of the States.
How on earth are you going to get it back? You can't take it on a plane or anything. If the Tong was powerful as they say, they'd have people there who'd find him. Same with boats. That's a long way to swim. Why didn't he pull his gun? He's bound to have it on him. Justified to do it. Should have done that first.
I said let her go. You have a Jawa. Ease.
Why'd you lie to me about Joe?
At first I was afraid you wouldn't help if I told you.
Really?
Then I realized I wanted to see you even more. Jesse, I want to explain.
If she knows him, she'd know that he would help.
No. So where's this statue now?
You really do sound like a cop.
He is a cop.
Look, I can't help you if I don't ask questions and get some answers.
Should have shipped it back to China. Just post it. That'd probably be the easiest way.
Lily's an old girlfriend.
Is this old as in old, or old as in it's all over between us?
She's on a Zimmer frame.
Boyfriend is in trouble with the Tom.
To be fair, it's a hell of a car. We've never really seen it do anything though. I don't mean obviously jumping or anything, but I think we'd see him chasing someone down or racing after somebody in it, because it's certainly got the power to do that.
Joe, it's Jesse Mock, friend of Lily's.
Out the window. Got to put that door down. I think the frame was broken as well. There's Jesse's leg not causing any problems.
I told her to call you up. Yeah, well, I'm back on the case. They wanted to use her to get to you. She didn't tell me that.
He should have
I
known
wouldn't have
that.
sent her if I'd known.
They're powerful enough to know that he
Where'd you send
was
her?
with someone.
Chinatown? To get the statue.
I wonder what smashing it would do. If it didn't exist anymore, if it was in pieces, what would that do to the power of the Tong? As soon as being like an all-out power war, whoever won would then be in charge. But well, that's not very clever, walking around with it like that. It's a good job he's a good shot with that. Makes a mistake, someone's going to end up with a laser beam shot right through them. That's a pretty powerful laser.
They are the police.
Ah. Not good shooting at the police.
They were federal agents. Evidently the U.S. government believes in the power of this statue as well.
It doesn't matter if they believe in the power of the statue. If the Tong believe in the power of the statue, that's what matters.
$5,000 in exchange for the girl's body. No questions asked.
5,000's not much.
So cold.
So she hides out in the open. I know it's not in Chinatown, but you think she'd be
Almost makes me forget.
locked up in the house somewhere safe, at least.
You know,
There's something there that wasn't there before. I don't know. A dark side.
Is it a dark side? That kind of implies that being Street Hawk's, well, the dark side of him. It's the hidden side of him, but I don't know if I'd call it dark side. I suppose it has led to some deaths. Well, it's not good him doing that, but it's not good her doing it either. She's in a relationship.
I'll tell him we're both getting safe passage. I'll promise to go with him.
you have to lie to one of us.
I told you, that's over. The lies between us.
But the lies between her and Joe still carry on.
No, I'm gonna make it up to you. I promise.
Yep, no more lies, Jesse, no more lies. But Joe, can I lie my head off to you?
Word's out on the street. The entire Chinatown are gonna be on that pier, waiting for my Lily.
Well, that's a good opportunity to misdirection. Go somewhere else if they're all there.
I notified the feds this time just to make sure we don't step on any toes.
Could probably do with their help, couldn't you? Surely better to get the feds there instead of Street Hawk. They've got much more support and personnel to do the job.
Well, where's the captain?
Probably below deck. Come on.
Surely anything was suspicious, you'd just turn and head the opposite direction. Okay, so they're completely cornered. Have they got the Emperor? Oh, he's got under his arm. How is he not hit? They fire machine guns.
Jesse, end of the pier!
Okay, so that kind of implies, I mean, he actually did shoot them and hit them and I assume kill them. So I suppose that could be the dark side. That was kind of murder. I mean, he could have let them just go away. I mean, they were escaping. Granted, they were shooting, but he didn't have to fire the missile.
Jesse.
And Joe's on the boat there, bleeding, watching this happening. Watch out for the burning hulk of the other boat. To be fair, it's a beautiful location to go for a jog, isn't it?
What? Wait a minute.
Not that I jog. So that was Chinatown Memories. I seem to recall around that sort of time period, I can't think of it, with the A-Team and all shows like that. There were a few shows about the Tong. I don't know if they still exist. I have not heard anything for many years. I'll actually look up afterwards. I'll put some information here if I find anything. Although maybe hunting for information might be a dangerous thing, so this could be my last video. But yeah, I don't know if they still exist or not. So I'll be interested to look that up. So it was a good episode. So they said that his beat used to be in Chinatown. So that's how he knows the area and the people. So that's an interesting bit of backstory. We learned a bit more about his past. I don't like the way she treated him, lying to start off with, then strings him along, and then goes off with the other guy. Well, strings both of them along. That's a pretty rubbish way to treat everyone. So, yeah, she's not a great person, really. It was interesting to see the sort of that symbol of power, and how that was sort of used. Again, I don't know why he didn't just say, just put it in the post, ship it back to China. Much easier. Easily to get into a post office, wrap it up, take it to some sort of depot. It's gone. They'd never be able to find it. So that would have been easier. One thing I was thinking of during all this, when he was talking about quitting, is Street Hawk's original mission, if I remember rightly. So I think the intention was that they were going to try it on the streets as they are at the moment for a period of time to see how it performed fighting crime before they then possibly introduced it to police departments and have it as a law enforcement tool. But I don't quite understand how that's going to work at all, because everyone knows Street Hawk's like a vigilante kind of figure. And as soon as they announce that, yeah, here's our bike, can you just imagine the uproar and the lawsuits? It just wouldn't make sense. It wouldn't work. And how long is the trial for? How long are they going to keep doing what they're doing? I mean, they can't go on forever. Jesse's going to get older and struggle to do it. I mean, obviously we're talking 10 years. Also, the technology will be getting older, although particle beams still pretty new tech. Yeah, so I don't quite understand how that works. Let me know what you think about that in the comments as well. I mean, obviously they cut. It was only one season, so who knows what could have happened in future seasons where they could have gone announcements. And like I said, obviously he showed to Lily, although Lily seemed to guess that he was Street Hawk, what would happen if other people found out. So Altabelli, I really don't know what he'd do. And Rachel, I think Rachel would keep it quiet. Altobelli, really don't know. Really don't know what he would do. But that would be an interesting thing to see happen. Yeah. So yeah, let me know what you thought in the comments below about all of that and the episode. Yeah, great if you could like and subscribe, and see you in the next one. Be seeing you.